Some of you ain't evolving. You're just moving in circles and calling it progress. You're feeding on the garbage of reaction channels. You're addicted to gender war bashing drama, scrolling through chaos like it's Sunday dinner, mistaking popular talk for deep knowledge. And you wonder why your life feels like a loop. Let's be honest. A lot of men today are part of the circus, not spectators, performers. You switch up your personality based on what's trending. You change up your values based on who's yelling the loudest. You follow whatever gets likes. That's not leadership, growth, or being authentic. That's desperation, similar to a chameleon. Real leadership has nothing to do with your bank account, your swag, or your online persona. Leadership is clarity. It's internal frequency. Leadership is knowing who you are when nobody is watching or rocking with you. If your identity collapses without an audience, you never had one. Some of you keep repeating the same thing year after year and calling it grinding. You're not grinding, you're running in place. Same arguments, same old habits, same emotional reactions, same old life with a different wardrobe. You're not stuck because you're incapable. You're stuck because you're distracted. Here's the part you don't want to hear. You're not stunting because you're popular. You're stunting because you're wounded. You're still chasing that validation you never received as a child. You're still trying to earn approval from a ghost. You're still putting on an act instead of becoming. You're glued to a wound that keeps you loud when you should be focused. Some of you are still trying to prove something to the first woman who ever made you feel unseen. You're still trying to earn a good job that never came. Trying to outrun the version of yourself she criticized back in the day. A performative man is always exhausted, always proving, always explaining, always defending. A sovereign man doesn't do any of that. So let's focus for a second. Shut out the noise. Remove the audience. Take away the trends. Take away the content creators you've been using as emotional crutches. Take away the drama you've been using as distraction. Now look at yourself. Are you moving forward or spinning in place? Ooh, over here. Right here today, we separate the men from the performers. We filter out the clowns. We silence the circus. And if you're still here after that, you're ready for the 180. Not a pivot, not a little tweak, but a full reversal. But if you're still watching, you're not here for entertainment. You're here for execution. A 180 degrees turn starts with an audit, not of your goals or your dreams and your plans, but of your circle. Every man must identify who benefits from his stagnation, who laughs when he slip up, who claps when he performs, who panics when he gets ahead, who disappears when he improves. These people are not neutral. They are anchors. Some people only love the version of you that stays stagnant. Some only love you when you're predictable, the version of you that's available for their crap. Some only love you when you're beneath them. That's the transactional trap. And you must cut it immediately. A 180-degree turnaround requires isolation, not loneliness, isolation. You cannot find your new direction while listening to scavengers begging for validation and smiles. You cannot hear your future over the sound of people committed to their past. Silence is not empty. Silence is instruction. When you isolate, your mind stops spinning. Your emotions stop reacting. Your identity stops performing. You start hearing the truth you've been drowning out with distractions. You start seeing the patterns you've been calling "this is just life." You start recognizing the habits that have been stealing your life. This is where the real 180 begins. Ask yourself, who am I when nobody is watching? Who am I without the trends? Who am I without the drama? Who am I without the validation? Who am I without the distractions? If you can't answer that, you don't need motivation. You need a life reset. A 180 degrees turnaround is not about becoming someone new. It's about returning to the man you were supposed to be before the world distracted you, before the clowns recruited you, before the wound conditioned you, before the noise confused you. A 180-degree turnaround is a return, not a reinvention of you. Here's your blueprint. Cut the noise, cut the clowns, cut the chaos, cut the content that keeps you stagnant, cut the people who drain you, cut the habits that numb you, cut the distractions that entertain you. Then build in silence and intention, with clarity. Build with direction. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not begging you to change. The blueprint is on the table. You either build or you stay in the stagnation. You either turn around or you keep stagnant. You either rise or you rot. Let the quiet finish the work.